Hey, this is Adam Wins again. So we know what you can do at Globus Wealth. We know that you can get 12.5% annually. We know you can turn $1 million into $12 million over the course of 20 years. They don't really teach this in school, and most people don't really think about it, okay? And what we have here is the Globus Wealth versus the S&P 500 Index Fund. So you hear a lot of stuff about index funds from Tony Robbins and other people, and they tell you how good index funds are, and I don't disagree. They are good. But let's say you've got one of the best index funds you can ever get. And let's say that index fund produces 8.5%. Okay? The thing you have to understand about an index fund is it is a product for average people. And average people are going to get average results. Okay? The results are right here. Okay? I don't know if you can see that. We're going to try to blow it up for you. It's $2.1 million after 20 years, okay? So at 8.5%, and you're in the highest tax bracket at 30%, okay? So you're getting taxed at 30% on your S&P 500 index fund, and that index fund is producing 8.5%. You're looking at only $2 million, okay? So now, let's say you live in some no-tax area, or you've got it in an IRA. Okay, that still is only going to result in $4 million. Okay, over 20 years, it's going to be $2 million more. $2 million more. Okay, now that same money, that same exact money, that same amount of time for 20 years, okay, invested in Globus Wealth is going to produce $9.5 million. Okay, that's how you're going to have an extra $10 million afterwards. Your original one plus the 9.5. So you're going to have $10.5 million at the end of 20 years. It's $9,545,000.94. That's the math. Okay, that's the math on the $1 million. And that's what it's going to be. Now, if you don't have $1 million, you got $100,000, just take off 0. Okay, it's pretty much, that's the way it works. So that's at 12.5%. Now, we've also told you that you can get more, right? And if we haven't, you can. So if you're an investor and you're investing $100,000 all the way up to $1 million, okay? For those of you who refer in $1 million worth of business to us, you're going to go up a percentage in what you do for every $1 million. So at $1 million that you refer to us, you're going to be at 13.5%. $2 million you refer to us, you're going to be at 14.5%. And at $3 million referred to us, you're going to be at 15.5%. Now, that's 11.8, almost $12 million in the same 20 years when we do it at 15.5. And that's possible for you. If you refer us 3 of your friends who are just like you, who've got an extra $1 million, and they're looking to have a guaranteed return on their investments over time. Okay, so that's the power of what this can do. So when you compare it to the S&P, you're at $7 million, $7.4 million that you leave on the table with our 12.5% compared to an 8.5 with the S&P 500. Now, find an S&P 500 index fund that can do 8.5 that averages that for 20 years. Good luck, because I don't think they exist. But we know our math. And we know what we can do. That's why we give you 15.5 if you bring us 3 people. It grows in a non-tax basis because it's an invested interest contract. It's actually in a derivative contract. And derivative contracts, you're not going to pay the tax until year 20 here. Or if you decide to go for longer, not until you actually exercise the contract and you take out your cash. So that's the beauty of time. That's comparing Globus Wealth to the S&P 500 index fund. Now you know the math.